What's up, everyone? It's your boy Norm Rad89 here with another physical media review. As today we're going to be talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, the Arrow Video 4K release. This is definitely one that I'm excited to talk about too, because it's really fun returning to these two films, specifically the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake and the beginning, because that 2000s era, Platinum Dunes era, it just represents a certain time for horror fans, you know, when we were getting these gritty remakes and stuff like that. So I'm excited to talk about this one. Let's discuss this release. Roll it. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, this one takes place in 1969, which is 4 years before the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. And like stated, this is the beginning. We get to see a lot of the origins of everything, even the birth of Leatherface in this film, which is quite a gory, gruesome scene. There is an uncut version of this film, so you get the theatrical version and the uncut version on the 4K release here. This comes with a booklet, and also we do have the poster as well. So really a lot of stuff, like I said, coming with these two releases. I was excited. The only real negative that could be anything is we could have maybe got both of these together in a big box set kind of thing, but having both of them I think is fantastic, especially for the 4Ks for the first time ever on the format. So let's discuss this film a little bit in depth. Into the beginning is that I think this one is probably the most nihilistic one. When I think of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies in my head, this one is the one that I think is the most gruesome, the most nihilistic, the one that really takes it up to 11 if you want to talk about the gore and the brutality of this movie. And we have quite a cast in here too. We have Jordana Brewster's in here, we have Matt Bomer's in here, then we have returning cast members from the previous film. Andrew Breniarski comes back to reprise his role as Leatherface, and we have Ermey as well. So it's really cool that they were able to get a lot of the original cast members from the remake and bring them back to keep that continuity there, and then having the young cast in here, which is quite a cast where I thought Jordana Brewster and Matt Bomer had no idea that they would be into doing films like this, which is kind of cool. And when you watch the making of, there's a making of kind of documentary on this film, and it's really cool to see their cadence and just their excitement about being in this movie. It really does make me proud and happy in my heart as a horror fan. So let's kind of unbox this release, show you right here. There's the newly done artwork right there. And then your back piece, we will go over the plethora of new features that we have on here. We have a lot of stuff and everything. Take off the slipcover. There we go. Like I said, we could have maybe got a chunky box set, or maybe a big box set with both of these films together. That would have been kind of cool, but I'm just really happy to have these on 4K in the collection. And also the transfers look gorgeous. I do think the Texas Chainsaw remake, I think that transfer looks better in terms of the 4K. That one looks amazing. This one is still really good too, but the remake, it's just the depth and the picture and the colors and the way that one looks. And it might be because I saw that one in theaters. When this one came out, I did not see this one in theaters, so I don't remember that look, you know what I mean? I think the first time I saw this one is when I owned it on DVD for the first time. That was the first time I ever saw this one. So here's the poster right here. Oh, if we could open it. It's having a problem right here. There we go. Well, bam. The newly done artwork. And then the old artwork right there, which is quite an iconic poster. This is probably one of the best Texas Chainsaw Massacre posters. I'm going to frame this one right here. I just kind of hate how we gotta fit it into these cases so they have every fold and imaginable in them. So that's the only that's the only negative right there when it comes to the posters being, when they're in the cases like this. And now we also have the booklet. There we go. Newly done artwork on the front. Quite an iconic shot in the back right there. So just a really good, really cool, release. Booklet going over writings and everything like that. Oh, it's a very brutal scene. She gets it the worst. This girl right here, this young lady, oh my God, she gets it the worst in this film. There we go, right there. I don't know, Matt Bomer's character gets it pretty bad too, but she gets it pretty bad. All the characters get it pretty bad in this one. That's what I mean. This is the most nihilistic, kind of destructive one. There's a little card too, showing off some other stuff from Arrow Video coming out. out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. Like, I still to this day think this is the most brutal one in terms of tone, in terms of where they go with the brutality. But it has quite a colorful cast of characters, and like I said, in terms of the family members of the Hewitt family of Thomas, you know, having these family members and having the same ones kind of reprise their roles, it just keeps the continuity with these two films. When you watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake and then you watch the beginning, they definitely feel like a 1 and 2 punch, you know what I mean? A double feature type film. Whereas a lot of the other Texas Chainsaw Massacre films, when you watch them, it kind of feels like, what genre or what timeline is this? Or did they pay attention to the previous film? They don't really care. There's new family members, so there really isn't so much continuity when it comes to this franchise. So it is quite a blessing when you come to these two that they have a very specific tone. They're very similar, and the creators, you know, really discovered that, and the Platinum Dunes people kind of, like I said, paved the way for this remake era. So now let's go over the special features that are on this bad boy, because like I said, there's a plethora, a ton on here. We have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray presentation in Dolby Digital HDR10, and both theatrical version and the uncut versions are in HDR10 with Dolby Vision. Original DTS HD 5.1 and 2.0 audio on the theatrical version, and the DTS MA 7.1, 5.1, and 2.0 audio on the uncut version. The optional English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing. Brand new audio commentary on the uncut version with Dread Central co-founder Steve Uncle Creepy Barton and co-host Spooky Picture Show podcast Chris McGibbon, and then archival audio commentary on the uncut version as well with the director Jonathan Liebesman and producers Andrew Form and Brad Fuller. Hoyt actually a brand new interview with actor Lou Temple, which is really cool to hear from Lou Temple because he's got a lot of fun stories about Arlie Ermey and everything. Original Skins, the K&B Effects brand new interview with special makeup effects artist Jake Garber and special fake makeup technician Kevin Weisner. Light and Sawdust, a brand new interview with the director of photography Lucas Etlin. Down to the Bone, Anatomy of a Prequel, the archival making of documentary featuring interviews with the cast and crew members. That one was really fun. That was the one I was talking about, just seeing their reactions and how much fun they had, and just like really doing this film, and how many people wanted to come back to do the beginning after doing the remake. It just really made my horror fan heart just glow inside. Then we have deleted and extended scenes, optional commentary from director Jonathan Liebesman and producers Andrew Form and Brad Fuller. The theatrical trailer, your reversible sleeve cover art featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Aaron Lee, and the double-sided fold-out poster. So just, again, Arrow Video knocking it out of the park. In terms of transfer, like I said, I still think the remake, the transfer in that one is a little more impressive, but still the beginning looks fantastic. In this one, there's more yellows and oranges and kind of, you know, autumn type colors, which is really cool. Like, that's really awesome. But I love the fact that these are kind of like those summer horror films, and this one feels like hot. You can really feel the heat and the Texas heat in this one. So yeah, highly, highly recommend these releases. Like, for real, Arrow Video knocked it out of the park, and I'm so excited to have these in the collection and just praise these ones, because for real, the 4K transfers are gorgeous. Can't wait to frame these posters and everything. Like I said, just returning to these films and watching these special features, it's been a lot of fun. Just kind of Arrow Video really taking me back to that Platinum Dunes era, which was a very special time to be a horror fan. But please like the video. That definitely helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and have that notification bell poked so you're notified anytime I drop a video. But most importantly, I want you all to have a safe and happy day. Peace out.